Welcome to Culinary Alchemy. Today I'm going to be demonstrating how to make a plum frangiapane tart. So first we're going to start by making the tart dough. You want to take 6 tablespoons of cool unsalted cubed butter and mix it with 2.5 tablespoons of granulated sugar in your stand-up mixer fitted with the paddle attachment on medium-high speed for approximately 2 minutes until it's light in color and texture. Once your butter-sugar mixture is light in color and texture, you want to scrape down the sides of the bowl. Then you want to take 1 room temperature egg and lightly whisk it. Once it's lightly whisked, you want to measure out 2.5 tablespoons into a small bowl along with 1/4 teaspoon of vanilla extract. Then you want to add it to your butter-sugar mixture and whisk it on medium-high speed until just blended. This process can take a couple of minutes. When it's finished, be sure to scrape down the sides of the bowl again. Then take 1 cup of all-purpose flour along with a pinch of fine sea salt and add it to the mixture all at once. Mix the ingredients on low speed until they are just moistened. During the mixing process, be certain not to overmix your ingredients. Once your dough is moist, place it on a lightly floured cutting board and gently pat it into a disc. The disc should be about a 1/2 inch thick. Take your dough and wrap it in plastic wrap and refrigerate it for about an hour until the dough is firm. Once your dough is firm, place it on a lightly floured cutting board and roll it into a circle about an 1/8 inch thick and 11 inches in diameter. Now roll your dough around your rolling pin and gently place it in a 9-inch tart pan with a removable bottom. Gently press the dough into the pan using your fingers. Trim off any excess dough using the rolling pin. Still using your fingers, lightly press the sides of the dough into the sides of the tart pan. Once your tart dough is pressed in your pan, gently prick the bottom all over with a fork. Then freeze your tart dough for approximately 30 minutes. While your tart dough is freezing, you can make your frangiapane. First, take a 1/2 cup of sliced almonds and finely grind them in a food processor with 2 tablespoons of granulated sugar, as I've done here. Next, take 6 tablespoons of room temperature unsalted butter and beat it together with 2 more tablespoons of granulated sugar with a wooden spoon until it's really well blended. butter should look light and fluffy in texture. Once it's light and fluffy, add your almond mixture along with 1 egg lightly beaten with a 1/4 teaspoon of almond extract. And continue to beat it with the wooden spoon until it's really well blended. Once your frangipane is fully combined, the next step will be to bake your tart dough. Once your tart dough is chilled in the freezer for 30 minutes, you want to position your oven rack in the center of your oven and preheat your oven to 375 degrees. Next, you want to take a piece of foil, lightly spray it with non-stick spray, and line your tart dough with it. Then take a couple of cups of pie weights or dry beans and place them on top of the foil. Make sure to press it into the sides and bottom of the tart dough gently. Place your tart dough on your sheet tray and bake it in your oven for about 15 minutes. When your tart dough is baked for about 15 minutes and the edges of the dough look dry and set, remove the weights and foil. Then reduce your oven temperature to 350 degrees and continue to bake your tart dough for about 10 minutes until it looks light golden. When your tart dough is light golden, remove it from the oven, transfer it to a cooling rack, and let it cool completely. If for any reason during this baking process the dough bubbles up, you can pierce it lightly with a fork. When your tart shell is completely cool, take your almond frangipane and spread it evenly in your crust. Then take thinly sliced plums and place them on the frangipane in a circular pattern, overlapping them slightly, as I'm doing here. Then you're going to place your tart in your 350 degree oven and bake it for approximately 40 minutes. Check your tart partway through the baking time, and if the crust is getting too brown, you may loosely cover the tart with aluminum foil. Your tart is finished when the plums are tender when pierced with a knife and the frangipane is puffed and golden around the edges. Let your tart cool completely before serving. For a finishing touch, you can dust the top with powdered sugar and add a dollop of whipped cream to your delicious plum frangipane tart. Thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe.